Hey Shats, Mardi Gras Eve, and tonight I'm gonna make a Jambalaya Chili. That's right, I said Jambalaya Chili. Now what is Jambalaya? Jambalaya is basically a savory rice dish out in Louisiana that has like chicken and sausage and beef, and it's all mixed in a pretty gravy. Well, this chili is gonna be the same way. It's just gonna be made of chili with some chili beans and a little special kind of bean that I'm gonna put in there that most people don't know or have made before. So follow along and see how I make Jambalaya Chili. Gonna have a big Magnalite pot for this thing. Put some oil in it, get it all nice and hot. For starters, chop up 1 pound of Louisiana smoked sausage. And make sure it's Louisiana because that's gonna give you some flavor. All right, my pot is nice and hot. I'm gonna take my smoked sausage from Louisiana and I've quartered some in small pieces and some are in medallion sizes. Get that in that pot, stir it around, get a nice coating on the bottom and brown up that sausage. All right, once that's browned out, take out that sausage, get you a pound of pork stew meat. I actually got this stewed and then just chopped it up a little bit finer. Don't take the grease out from your sausage, just go ahead and put that in there, start browning up that pork stew meat. All right, once that stew meat has been browned, get you a pound of ground chicken. And just brown that up next. All right, the last meat we're gonna add is a pound of ground beef or ground chuck, whichever you prefer. Brown that up to go along with all the other meats we have for our jambalaya. All right, once all that's browned up, put it to the side. Get you a stick of butter. Chop you up 3 stalks of celery, 2 onions. I did a white and a yellow. About 2 cups of mixed bell peppers. I did green, yellow, red, and orange. What you're gonna do is you're gonna saute this into that pot with all those greenies. So while my butter's melted, I'm gonna go ahead and stick all this in there. Cook this till it's translucent. And I'll show you what's next. All right, got the butter in, melting. Got all those onions and bell peppers and celery in there. I'm gonna get this all coated and translucent. We're gonna go ahead and scrape all that stuff on the bottom of that pot. That's flavor. Had to call the big guns in. Had to get my roux spoon out because all this stuff at the bottom of that pot, I need to scrape up and saute with. Man, it's starting to smell so good in here. All right, once you got all that stuff at the bottom, that's called the greenies at the bottom of that pot, sauteed with those onions, I'm gonna put 3 huge heaping spoons of, what do you guess? Garlic. Okay, I did 4. And also 1 can of Rotel. Get that to start. That's what you want, all that pot at the bottom, nice and clear. And it's all sauteed. All right, next up, I'm gonna get all my meats that I have placed in my lid. I'm gonna go ahead and dump all that into that onion mixture. And I'm gonna fry this down once again with those onions, bell peppers, celery. I use McCormick chili mix. All right, that's to start off with. I'm just gonna stir that around, get all those seasoning mixed around into there. And I'm also gonna top it off, once I get all my liquids in there, I'm gonna top it off with some more seasonings. All right, as that is cooking down, the bottom again is browning up. What I'm gonna do at this point in time is add my tomato sauce. We can our own tomatoes, so I'm gonna use my own canned tomato sauce. I'm gonna stir that around and let that soak up all that stuff at the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna add some more seasoning to this. I'm gonna add some patent pot, some of the great seasoning with low sodium. Season that sucker up. If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. All right, I'm gonna add 1 can of regular mild chili beans. Not the lid though, just the beans. All right, here's a special next step that I do that most people do not do or ever heard of. Get you some Camilla beans. These are made for red beans and rice and sausage. I made a pot of red beans and sausage for supper tonight. This jambalaya is gonna sit overnight and it's gonna be for tomorrow for Mardi Gras. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take about a can of those red beans and juice and sausage and put it into my jambalaya. Just like that. About a can, 2 cans, whichever you like to do. I'm putting juice in there as well. And just stir that sucker up. Alright, I got everything in my chili. I got it all stirred up. Letting it simmer for a little bit. Got some chili peppers in my freezer. I'm going to go ahead and put in there. I'm going to put 2 of those in there. Do a little taste test, see how it is. And then I'm going to stick it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes. I'm going to stick it in the oven for about an hour. Let all this... Boy, you can't tell a fat man nothing with this. This jambalaya chili is freaking off the chain, brother. All my seasoning in there. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to put it in the oven for about an hour. Ooh, the chili is done. It's been there for an hour. Just took it out of the oven. Let's take a look. It smells the whole house up. It smells wonderful. Jambalaya chili. That's right. Give me a spoon real quick. Hold on. All right, got my spoon. Look at that. All that meat. If you're a meat lover, chili, this is the chili for you. Jambalaya chili has smoked Louisiana sausage, ground chicken, ground beef, and some stewed pork in there with some chili beans, some camellia red beans, and some chili peppers. I'm going to serve this up over rice, just like jambalaya would actually be. Pour some of my jambalaya chili on top of that. Look at that. Got a big piece of sausage right there. Oh my God, that smells so good. I'm going to top this off with some green onions. Give me a cracker and dig in. That's right, carb on carb, I know. Rice and crackers, what are you talking about? Can't tell a fat man nothing. Oh, oh. If you love jambalaya and you love chili, you've got to try this. Absolutely wonderful. Happy Mardi Gras, people. Happy Mardi Gras.